Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So other people have asked to see more of Dad's throwing. I know my thumb's in the way, whatever. So I'm back with him.
Yay!
Let's go. We're gonna do a rope under rim.
Rope under rim.
Rope under rim. All right. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So everybody asked if I could do more videos of my pops throwing. So I'm gonna do one right now. First pot of the day for him. How's it going, Pops?
Good. Busy day. I mean, lots of other stuff besides the wheel. So this method of adhering a bat is from the guys at Whichford Pottery in Warwickshire in England. And I like using this tool for making sort of what you might think of as like suction cups for holding the bat on.
I thought you learned it from Hogwarts.
Well,
School of Wizardry.
there was an Italian potter that came over to Connecticut. Emanuele Rondinoni was his name, and he used a donut of clay and put some suction cups into it. So that's been a method for a long time. There's a little bit of clay on here that I just want to make sure I get off so that the clay will stick to this surface. When you're watching Ben, you'll see he'll take a little wet piece of clay to go out to the thing. So this is going to be a little wider, so I'm just making sure it's clean. So this is 12 pounds. We kind of average, I think of 6 pounds as being around a gallon. Flower pot people, a lot of the greenhouse people think in gallons for the volume of their flower pots. So this one, if we're selling it to a greenhouse, we would be saying it's 2 gallons. I'm just making sure the clay is homogeneous enough for the pot. I'm gonna do that one more time because this is a bumpy piece of clay. We're thinking very seriously about getting a newer clay preparation machine because the clay has been a little bit inferior the last year or two. So if we do a little more work on homogenizing the clay before the pot's made, the pot is a happier thing. This piece of clay has gone through a pug mill and it's been wedged at a 6 pound size and then put back together again. And then we did that raising the clay. This is an opening I learned in Portugal, and they said they learned it from the English.
And the English learned it from the
Chinese, who
the
learned
Chinese
it from.
learned from
That's the one thing, if you talk to old potters, they'll all say there's nothing new. It's all happened someplace before.
I'm pretty sure we're all living in the past actually right now, aren't we?
And now.
And now.
And now.
And now. I'm gonna try to not make him laugh because I don't want him to mess up in this video. Actually, it'd be really funny if you did mess up.
No. That's a sport that's Ben's been doing since he's been coming down here. Is coming up with jokes to see how close I can get to dropping one.
All right, I'll be serious in
You
this.
don't have to.
I'm not gonna say anything too dirty because I don't want to get canceled here on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for everybody watching, by the way. Appreciate it. Look at that pull. That's it's a good pull.
So I'm just adding a little flange on the bottom of that piece of clay because later on that's going to have a rope on it. that wiggling around that you see in there, that's still, some of the clay's not so happy, but that's all right. This pot's gonna be a lot fatter than what it looks like right now, so the rest of this is kind of like blowing up a balloon. Look at all that bumpiness. That's non-homogeneous clay. That's all right. You know, when you're tuning a guitar for playing folk music, people say, it's only folk music. Well, with flower pots, you go, well, it's a flower pot. Look at that bumpy surface. All right. She's there. So that's 2 gallons anyway. And then we're going to take a little tool. I'm going to make sure this.
And you call this the rope under rim.
Yeah, so this is a typical English full pot. You know, very, very simple full pot. And just to give it a little bit of dressing, it's got a rope under the rim. So I'm gonna put my name on it. The shape is English, so I got this crown that I got at Claire's, the girls' jewelry store. I think it was for if you were gonna buy your daughter a fancy car, she had to have a you know, for the, what do you call it, the keychain with a crown for the little princess with her fancy car. Anyway, I found one of those. Right now I'm looking for the number 12. Here's a 4, 6, 10, 50, 16, 36. There it is. Boy, I sure had to go forward for that one. Kind of nice to just put a 2 on this. For 2 gallon. Oh, and I didn't clean out the inside, so I just go back and. Now the other thing, if we were talking to a potter coming to visit, if they looked on the inside of my pots and saw all this bumpiness, that's that problem of the clay not being homogeneous enough. The fact that we got some pots out of it anyway just means that we're working harder than the material lets us.
It's a good pot, Pops. And if everybody liked the pot, just leave a comment. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching, you guys.
Yeah. And I'll show you what I've done today. I didn't do too much, but I've been making these little tiny pots for a special order. All right. Thanks for everybody watching. All right. Stay classy, YouTube.